In the name of Allah, hello my students of grade 11 and unit 9, lesson 7 and 8. Today we are going to study some new vocabularies and prepare yourself for speaking. Let's start with the opener. There are many elements to a good film. Mention them. There are many elements to a good film. Mention them. Let's see your answer. Soundtracks, makeup, and special effects. Okay, let's study our vocabulary for today. The first word, try to repeat after me. Catch, catch, catch. This word is a verb, means to capture or seize. Example: the eagle swooped from the sky to catch its prey. Next word, congested, congested, congested. It's an adjective meaning so crowded with traffic. Example: the road is heavily congested. Next word, voiceover, voiceover, voiceover. This word is a noun, a piece of narration in a movie or broadcast, not accompanied by an image of the speaker. Example: famous actors often provide voiceovers in animation movies. Next word, basically, basically, basically. Adverb meaning fundamentally or essentially. Example: I think the statement is basically true that it depends on viewers. They can choose from a big number of programs. Next word, inexpensive, inexpensive, inexpensive. This word is an adjective, means cheap or low priced. Example: and there is one more advantage. Television is very inexpensive when you have a TV set. The next word, wholeheartedly, wholeheartedly, wholeheartedly. It's an adverb meaning sincerely. Example: I wholeheartedly agree with the idea that TV nowadays is one of the most important values. The next word, fundamentally, fundamentally, fundamentally. It's an adverb. It means in central or primary respects. Example: I fundamentally disagree with watching TV for a long time. It stops people from communicating their feelings and exchanging impressions. Let's summarize our words for today. The first word, catch, catch, catch. Verb, congested, congested, congested. Adjective, voiceover, voiceover, voiceover. Noun, basically, basically, basically. Adverb, fundamentally, fundamentally, fundamentally. Adverb, inexpensive, inexpensive, inexpensive. Adjective, and wholeheartedly, wholeheartedly, wholeheartedly. Adverb. Open your student's book, page 72. With the first question, match a word from list A with a word from list B to make compound nouns which you can use to complete sentences from A to G. The first list: animated, city, medical, radio, television, traffic, video. And list B: cameras, conferencing, center, film, news, staff, and stations. So try to match a word from list A with a word from list B to make a compound nouns, then complete the next sentences. Let's check your answers. The first compound nouns: animated film, animated film. Next, city center, city center. Next, medical staff, medical staff. Radio stations, radio stations. Television cameras, television cameras. Traffic news, traffic news. And video conferencing, video conferencing. Now let's complete these sentences using the same compound nouns. A. Many space broadcast news and other useful information and play popular music. The answer: radio station. Many radio stations broadcast news and other useful information and play popular music. Next, space is becoming popular because people like seeing who they are talking to. Video conferencing. So, video conferencing is becoming popular because people like seeing who they are talking to. Next, the phrase space means doctors, surgeons, and nurses. Medical staff. The phrase medical staff means doctors, surgeons, and nurses. Next, the space is often the oldest and busiest part of a large town. It's the city center. The city center is often the oldest and busiest part of a large town. Next, if you want to know how congested the roads are, catch the space on the radio. So the answer: traffic news. Traffic news. If you want to know how congested the roads are, catch the traffic news on the radio. F. They often use several space when they film a sport event. So it is television cameras. They often use several television cameras when they film a sports event. And the voice-overs of well-known actors are often used for characters in an space is its animated film. So the voice-overs of well-known actors are often used for characters in an animated film. Now open your student book, page 73. And we have the first question. Look at the photographs of the different uses of television. A. Make notes about the positive and negative influences television has on people's lives. Think about the subjects in the photos. My students, look at these pictures. Observe the subjects and try to make notes about the positive and negative influences television has on people's lives. Okay, let's check your answers. Positive influences. It's something for everyone because it's cheap. So this is one of the positive influences of watching television. TV teaches how to develop and use imagination. So watching TV teaches you how to develop and use imagination. Next, it teaches the family values. And young people can become aware of positive adult roles and imitate them. What about negative influences? Some programs have bad effects on children. TV promotes inactivity, which provokes an increased risk of obesity. It causes unhealthy behavior such as taking risks and eating junk food. And watching TV for a long time wastes our time. And now prepare yourself for speaking. You are going to debate this statement in group of 4. My students, look at this sentence. We believe that television has had a positive influence on the world. Make a group of 4 students and try to discuss about this statement. In each group, 2 students should agree and 2 should disagree with this statement. Each student should choose 2 ideas to support their point of view. Also write notes to refer to, and the language in the useful language box below may help you. Expressing opinions, agreeing, and disagreeing. Expressing opinions. You may say, my personal opinion, my personal view is this. If you ask me, television, this is what I think. It seems to me that. And agreeing, I completely, wholeheartedly agree with the idea that television. I think the statement is basically true. And disagreeing, I basically, fundamentally disagree with the idea that television, and I can't accept this statement, and this is why. And now discuss this statement using the useful language box. The closure. Here my students try to express your opinions. So try to express your opinions about the advantages and disadvantages of TV. And let's take some examples. You may say, my personal opinion is this: television has many advantages and disadvantages. And if you ask me, television is the most important source of information. I have finished my lesson for today. I hope it was easy and useful for you. See you in next videos. Thank you and goodbye.